Hello everybody. Uh, my name is Taewon Kim. I'm studying in Department of Global Culture and Content, Hankuk University of Foreign Study in Korea. Today I represent my thesis. The name is Comparative Study on Storytelling between Local Specialties and Historical Person in Asia and West. Thesis I make five tables of contents. First is the introduction, second is the Sunchang red chili pepper and Isongye. Third is Sihu Longjin tea and Empire Chinglo. Fourth is Bridges and Louis XIV. Fifth is conclusion. So the first is the introduction. Local specialties are items of the special qualities that comes from certain place. They have gained their property among the local product goods. Combination with historicity and popularity, some of these local specialties, for example, whiskey from Scotland and wine from Bordeaux, France, became world famous. I can found storytelling was widely used to brand the local specialties better. Historian Jenkins mentioned in his book, Rethinking History, that people need the fast to give meaning to their existence and justify their present and future. Following Jenkins' statement to apply to local specialties, I can argue that famous person in the history and same icon figure are affiliated with local specialties. In many cases of the relationship with the late king and emperors to the local specialties were brought in the story to give legitimacy. Also, some part of history and or tradition were modified or even created to back it up. Eric Hobsbawm introduced the invention of tradition in his book. That characteristic of invention of tradition emphasizes the relation of its continuity from the history. However, local specialties show different traits that emphasize more on popularity. Who the famous person used the product than history? How long or since when the product was widely used? I would like to review three cases: Sunchang red chili pepper paste with Isongge, Siu Longjin tea with Empire Chinglo, Bridges with Louis XIV, on how historic figures were used in storytelling to provide historicity and property to local specialties. The first case, Sunchang red chili pepper and Isongge. One of key ingredients in Korean food are fermented paste. It is widely used to enrich the taste of Korean food. 증보 살림 경제 shows how observed people are with the fermented paste. It says the fermented paste is the best, even if you have quality vegetable or meat. If you don't have a good fermented paste, the food would not be the same. Every house shall try to have a good fermented paste. Also, according to the 동국세시기, it describes yearly plan for every household to make proper fermented paste in summer and kimchi in winter. This picture is we called the Columbian Exchange. Columbus in 1492, Columbus found the American. He brought many things as like vanilla, corn, tomato, potato, sweet potato, pumpkin, turkey, and especially peppers. So that after Columbus, we used the red pepper. Brought the revolutionary spice taste where previously the Korean food were entirely plundered by the fermented paste and soy sauce. The exact timing of when Koreans started to grow red chili pepper is unclear, but believed either before or after Japanese invasion of Korea in 1592, because Lee Su-gwang wrote the Jibong Yusor in 1613 and mentioned that southern pepper has the poison since it was brought in from Japan. It names Wegeja. Nowadays, there are some people growing them, and some pubs use them to have a spice taste. Red chili pepper was used either its seed to flavor or itself as a side dish. When red chili pepper was grown all over the Korean peninsula, people tried to use the powder from and mix with other seasonings, soy sauce, and fermented bean paste to add the taste. That was how red chili pepper paste was born. The first document describing how to make the red chili pepper paste is in 1766. 증보살림경제. Add bean paste powder 1 ml, red chili pepper powder 3 hops, glutinous rice powder 1 day, and mixed. Ferment under the sun. It used less chili pepper powder compared to these days. According to 서문사설, a prescription for treating with food, Sunchang red chili pepper paste in from Sunchang area. What makes Sunchang red chili pepper paste distinctive is that they put Obanlon and King Pawon when they make the paste. Sunchang red chili pepper paste described in the book has less chili powder, more beans paste, and less sweet than modern days Sunchang red chili pepper paste. 규합총서 written in early 19th century mentioned the Sunchang red chili pepper paste and Hamyang red chili pepper paste are very famous in Korean peninsula. In addition to have better branding position, the invention of the tradition were involved. There was a meeting between Muhak and Isongge in Manil Temple in Suncheon, and Lee Song-ge instantly fell in love with Suncheon red chili pepper paste. When he became the first king of Joseon dynasty, it was sent to the kings as present. This picture was the Lee Song-ge's poetry in Jeonju city. He made the Suncheon red chili peppers very famous. Unfortunately, Manil Temple was burned down during the Korean War, so did the documented evidence about Lee Song-ge and Suncheon red chili peppers. Suncheon municipality found the word Lee Song-ge and Lee Muhak on an epigraph to make the Suncheon red chili peppers stories. Later Suncheon municipality put their effort in police to develop and brand better about their red chili pepper paste as local specialties. During 1993 and 2010, Ministry of the Economy and Finance set Suncheon as a local special industry to build and run red chili pepper paste folk village, museum, and bean paste factory to promote Suncheon red chili pepper paste. Suncheon red chili pepper paste became agricultural PGI ACE in 2005. Also, many private company make Suncheon red chili pepper paste and other affiliated products. Also, many Koreans affirmed by foreigners being Korean food is very healthy or very delicious. So we used another storytelling, Michael Jackson's love bibimbap, and Brussels like Korean food. So Brussels brought some Suncheon red chili peppers paste, and Michael Jackson used eat the bibimbap with Suncheon red chili peppers. So it's a kind of storytelling. Case Shihu Longjing Tea and Empire Qinglong. A Chinese proverb that goes, a cup of morning tea to make your days, a cup of afternoon tea to make your day more enjoyable, and a cup of evening tea will rejuvenate. Due to scarce drinking water, Chinese drink boiled tea. According to Shimechan's Shiji, the first growing tea was found in modern days Qingqing area. During ancient China, all ethnic groups were growing tea everywhere in China. Tea culture shaped as in the same area. Liu Liu wrote the Classic of Tea to guide how to drink tea. Chinese fine tea is determined by not only the quality of the tea leaves, but also cultural superiority. Name of the Chinese fine tea changed their name several times. Then the tea should be associated with story or myth, so people could talk about the tea during tea ceremony or after the meal. As the book was judged by its cover, the tea was considered by its name. Amongst all stories and myths related to the tea, the most luxurious and relevant one goes with the great emperor Eve lived. This map is a Chinese tea map as 6 kinds of teas product. And this picture was the Qing people catch the tea leaves, used the monkey and dried ways. Qing constantly expanded its land and emperors visit the merged land later to show his power and authority. Emperor Kangxi visited southern part of China 6 times, and his grandson, Emperor Qinglong, visited southern part of China 6 times too. This figure, Emperor Qinglong's visiting. In his visiting, the Emperor Qinglong immediately appointed the 18 tea trees royal tree at the sense. This picture was the 18 royal trees pictures. Later, Shihu Longjing tea became the best Chinese tea and ranked the number 1 in 1959 among top 10 Chinese teas. This shows how a story between a historical figure and the local specialty plays an important role in gaining fame and brand positioning. The third case is cheese and Louis XIV. Cheese is the important menu in Western diet, and it is one of the world's most ancient fermented dairy products, even recorded in the Old Testament. There are currently more than 1,000 different types of cheese, each different in taste and appearance according to its origin and production method. From 19th century, cheese began to take characteristics particular to specific regions. In mountainous and deep valley region, such as Switzerland and England, farmed hard cheese was produced, while flat plain regions such as France and Italy began developing soft cheese. This is evidenced by the AOC list of certified French cheese until 2010s, and the larger part of them being soft and creamy in texture. Table 1 below categorized the AOC certified French cheese by its texture and milk type. Such as why Brie is the best known of all in France. It lacks in historicity compared to the oldest known cheese, the Roquefort cheese, made from goat cheese. Brie also lacks in popularity to the Comté cheese, known for its tangents. The most popular cheese in France is most consumed cheese among French AOC, and cheese consumed by more than 80% of the French. For this reason, an encounter with historical figure is emphasized. Charles, the Duke of the Orleans, also known as the father of the King Louis XIV, ordered 24 types of cheese from regions of Brie, and King Louis had cheese at everyday meal table. It is said that more than 50 categories per week were seen leaving a town and heading to the place of the Versailles or towns in Paris. Lastly, at the Congress of Vienna, 1814 to 1815, attended by representatives of European countries after the 19th century's Napoleon's War, French diplomat Talleyrand suggests the amity competition of cheese. England was represented with Stilton, Italy with Gorgonzola, Netherlands with Edam, but the French Brie de Meaux was declared king of cheese. The last conclusion. How the local specialties made their ways from local to further international recognition. Historicity and popularity are need for local specialties to develop into the luxury goods. To ensure historicity, the three cases use the peak of the area or dynasty and the gain popularity. The three cases emphasized that they were luxury items seen by the king. Sun Chang red chili pepper paste to overcome its short historicity, a story between Li Song-ge. The longevity was known as the good tea before, but by Emperor Qinglong, it became the best tea. Popularity of a historical figure, Emperor Qinglong has more influence than the history that longevity grew in China more than 900 years. Breaches lack historicity against 2,000 years old Roquefort cheese, and also lack popularity against the Comté cheese. It used the Sun King, the Louis XIV, to add the historicity and popularity. It shows how historicity and popularity influence the local specialties to brand and gain international recognition. With these establishments, local specialty could overcome its locality to brand into luxury goods. Thank you very much.